Hey guys, Corey here with a Hip Hip Club scrapbook process video for you. Today I'm using this sketch, it's Friday sketch, and that's how I'm gonna go ahead and design my page. So excuse the angle just a little bit. I'm using the side of my desk, and that's because my youngest daughter is actually in the room with me. She's using the main part of my desk, and she is doing some crafty projects as well, but she needs to be able to see the computer because she's following along with some YouTube videos. So I've kind of got this little side here, and you see her little elbow popping in here and there. So the angle is a little bit funny. You can actually see my stuff over on the left hand side, but that's okay. You'll still be able to see the page come together. So all I'm doing is I'm cutting circles. So the sketch had all of these circles down the side of the page, and so what I'm doing is I've gone through the March kits and I pulled out some project life cards and pattern papers that I like to go along with these photos, and I'm just loosely cutting out circles from them. I did use I have a circle punch. I punched a couple of circles from that, but they're smaller than I wanted them to be, so I didn't use a ton of those. This one was really easy to cut because it sort of had the, the circle already sketched on it for me, so it was really easy to follow. But the rest of them, I'm just doing them freehand. They don't have to be perfect. I actually don't even want them to be perfect, so it worked out really well that I was just cutting these freehand. They're all a little bit different size, but that's, it's just fun. And all of these papers are great. I've actually scrapbooked these photos of my daughter before. This is from her high school graduation, which was actually a couple years ago. And I've scrapbooked them before, but it was a page that I actually ended up sending off for display, and I never actually got it back. So it is something that I definitely want in her album, was something to commemorate her graduating from high school. So I figured, I should just go ahead and redo these pictures, and luckily they work so beautifully with the March kits just because of the colors and everything. So that's why I am scrapbooking them again. If you look through my Instagram, you'll probably see the original page in which I scrapbooked her graduation, but that's okay. Redoing it. Redo. So I'm just laying these circles out on the page, sort of how they are on the sketch. And before I started gluing them down, I definitely wanted to check to make sure that I didn't put a pattern that I really liked underneath the photos where it wasn't going to be seen at all. So that's why I am kind of readjusting a couple of them. And then I'm going to go ahead and just adhere all of these down. I'm not actually using any type of mixed media or paint or drips or anything on this page, so it's going to actually be sort of clean and simple. But beautiful all the same, and I hope my daughter will like it. I'm sure she will. Although when she sees this, she's probably going to be like, what in the heck is Mom scrapbooking my high school graduation for? That was so long ago, and I've so moved on. But I love these photos of her. She's so adorable, and like I said, that definitely is something that you want to have in an album. And I say that loosely as well because I don't actually have any albums right now. They're all just in stacks, but 20 years she might be like, yeah, I like the fact that I've got my high school graduation documented. These March kits have so much stuff in them. It's unbelievable. Like, look at all of these embellishments, just so many different things. I actually cut out like 2 minutes of me sorting through these embellishments because there's so many, which is so much fun. I love being able to go through all of this. The embellishments are my favorite part, so it's really awesome that there's just so much to pick from. So I'm trying to just get things that are a little bit small that I'm going to be able to embellish little circles all over with. I'm going to kind of end up going with a heart theme, since I figured that's probably a pretty good thing for, this type of memory. And once I get those down, I'm just going to start embellishing. So the first thing I'm using are these rub-ons. Rub-ons are one of my all-time favorite embellishment ever. I know I've said that before, but they're just so much fun, and I really wish more people were making more of them because they are a blast. So I'm going to use this You Go Girl rub-on. And then I thought at first I was going to use some of these circle stickers, but I ended up not using those at all. Instead, I'm using just these little tab things to go on top of the photos. There's a leatherette sticker that was a circle. I love this today, which I know it's not today, but I am going to actually date it for the day that she did graduate. These awesome little foam stickers are perfect for the date. So the title of this page is actually Today, which is 2/27/16, which is kind of a strange title, I guess, but I really just wanted to make sure that I had this graduation time documented. I am having trouble talking today, so I apologize, y'all. Put her initial on there. And then I'm just going to keep going and finding more things to go ahead and put on this page. This page is really simple, guys. Because I didn't use any paints or anything like that, it's really just embellishments and paper and things like that straight from the kit. And I love using embellishments so much, so I did want to make sure I love to put lots of embellishments on the page. So I am just going to go through everything and just figure out everything that I want on this page. I got a couple of little flowers, and then I love these little wooden button things, and but they just stuck up a little bit too high with the foam backing, so I did rip the foam off, and then I'm just using hot glue to go ahead and adhere this down. And then my favorite thing in all of these kits were these heart stickers, and they're like an epoxy sticker, so they're not really puffy, but they're definitely dimensional, and I just love them. Oh my gosh, I just really feel like they're the prettiest colors in the entire world. So I was super excited to be able to use all these, but I'll be honest, I did struggle a little bit with using as many as I did, and I still have so many left, but I felt like I needed to hoard them, you guys. It was terrible. Like, I'm not usually an embellishment hoarder. I figure if I've got it, I should just go ahead and use it and use a lot of it, but I love these so much that I kind of just wanted to hang on to them for forever. And look, there's still so many left. So I'm just going to go through some other embellishments too. These are puffy stickers, and so I'm just adding those here and there, a few more little hearts and other things onto these little circles. And the flower too. I liked the flowers because I felt like the photos were very springtime looking, so I figured those would work on this page as well. Then I found this last little rub-on embellishment I wanted to make sure to get on there. I'm not usually into mixing all these different shapes like flowers, hearts, and stars, but this one just worked, so I went ahead and just put that on there. And then last up, I just wanted to add a little bit of journaling, just that it was high school graduation, and that part of her life was over. So that's it, guys. That's everything. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments, and I'll be happy to get back to you about them. Otherwise, sorry about that. Here's my page, and thanks so much for stopping by. Remember, you can always find me creatively on Instagram at Corrie J Creative. Bye!